Welcome to TJ's podcast.
Yes. Here we are, talking about anything and everything. There is no subject that is off limits. And remember, if I find it interesting, you will be interested in it. So if it's interesting to me, it'll be interesting to you. So there. This is a sequel, actually, to yesterday's podcast, because it was yesterday when we were talking about the pear salad. Now, pear salad is not to be confused with a Jell-O salad.
No.
A Jell-O salad is Jell-O that has fruit in it, and I love that. Especially pears. Pears, that's my favorite Jell-O salad fruit.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like pepperoni being Rob's favorite Alfredo meat.
That's right, yeah. So the pear salad is a pear half out of a can with mayonnaise in the little hole, and then cheddar cheese sprinkled on top. So I have brought all of the supplies today for us to try a pear salad.
Oof, I'm nervous.
All right. It's got the can opener.
Sure.
I don't use electric can openers.
I don't either. They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sitting on your counter.
Mm-hmm. And brought Duke's mayonnaise, because if we don't use Duke's, then the people from the southeast will just basically try to have me arrested.
Yeah.
All right. So I brought all the supplies. I just washed my hands. Riggins, you saw me. Well, you saw me go to the bathroom and come back drying my hands.
What you
I could have faked it.
Yeah.
Could have faked it.
I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to food and things like that. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like I'm picturing all the flavors, and I'm like, there's no way this is going to be edible.
But don't they make some fruit dips that have mayonnaise in them, like as one of the components?
I don't know.
Like mayonnaise and cream cheese and something. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But anyway, all right. Where's the that's the can. We're gonna do it all. Do you know, it's sad. We live in a well-populated area, and the grocery stores in this area are huge. But over the last few years, the selections at the grocery stores have just gone way down. It's a disturbing sign of the times. And I went looking for these pear yesterday, and there was barely any selection of pear halves.
Really?
And probably 5 years ago, you could go to the same store, and they'd have shelves and shelves of different things to choose from. But not anymore. Not anymore.
Well.
Wait. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, I forgot the damn cheese, but I just took it out of the bag. Opening a can with a manual can opener while you're sitting down is weird.
A little difficult?
Especially when you're short. I ain't gonna lie. That baby was short. Okay. Now I don't want to get this juice all over the place. So I'm just going to take 2 of them out of here.
Yeah, let's not waste. Because that probably set you back about $17
for
that can of pears.
I'm going to give you the big one.
Okay. Go easy on the mayo if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna go easy on my own mayo too.
I don't know that I can take just a mouthful. Ugh.
All right. So, I said yesterday that even though I love mayonnaise, I don't think I'm gonna like it like this. So you put a little mayonnaise in that hole, and I didn't put as much as that girl from Southern Living did.
Yeah, I mean, she took a whole spoonful.
Yeah, she said a healthy dollop or a big dollop or whatever. All right, so there's the mayonnaise.
Okay.
Now, if you don't know what you're doing in the kitchen, I wouldn't advise trying this, because this is advanced culinary art going on. And I wasn't going to sit and take a block of cheddar cheese and grate it before I came in, shred it before I came in.
Don't worry
so I
about
got look at that. I don't even know how to open the package.
Gosh.
Of this type of cheese.
And she said cheddar cheese? That's what
cheddar, yeah.
Okay.
So
Holy crap.
I think it need to be a little heavier on that, the cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
than the mayonnaise.
Yeah.
All right.
Now the only difference, you didn't bring cherries, right? Because she topped
said
hers with a cherry. And
no,
I thought, what is going on?
I know I wouldn't like that
No.
because I don't like cherries. All right, so let me see. Here's yours.
Okay, I'll come over there and get it.
Doesn't that look great? For those of you watching the video, I wonder if it would need salt or something. You know, I pretty much salt everything.
Yeah, I mean, salt and pepper. I don't know. I mean, is this a sweet? Is it a savory? It is clearly both.
But that girl on the video didn't say, you know, any of that.
No.
All right. So is it better to eat it with a fork or pick it up?
She put it in a deviled egg tray, which makes me think that you eat it like a
finger
deviled
food.
egg.
Okay. All right. Ready? We'll do it. You want to do it together?
I'd rather see you do it first and get your reaction.
All right.
Here it goes. Big bite. He's chewing. Okay, you haven't vomited yet.
It's not disgusting. You know what it tastes like? A pear with mayonnaise on it.
A pear with mayonnaise. Okay, let me give it a shot here.
I wouldn't ever request it, but it's not disgusting. I taste the cheddar more than anything, I think.
No, I disagree. That is disgusting.
You don't like it at all?
Not at all.
Well, maybe I didn't get enough mayonnaise.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
That is gnarly. I mean, that is not working for me on any level.
No. Like I said, I wouldn't request it, but it's not as disgusting as I thought it was going to be.
It's worse than I thought it would be.
Really?
Yeah. And I like all these things. Ooh. Woo. And then on a lettuce leaf with a cherry on top. I mean, that's not gonna.
But do they eat the lettuce? Or is that just for the presentation, as people say, the presentation?
Whoa. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't. Even as much as I like mayonnaise, I don't like it in a puddle. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I like it spread evenly along the bread
You
or
don't
whatever.
eat anything else like that with just a huge bite of mayonnaise. Oh no.
Yeah, like I said, we didn't eat this growing up in Louisiana, so I think it's the southeastern regional thing. Because I mean, I just can't imagine anybody liking that.
That is not good. And she didn't use Miracle Whip, right? She was just using regular mayonnaise.
Yeah. It's almost like you would use, because I hate Miracle Whip, when people try to substitute it for mayonnaise.
Yeah,
I hate
it's
it.
like, no.
Because it's sweet.
Yeah.
So maybe that would go better with this, even though, I mean, there's no way they could make it good.
No. And they're talking about you either have this or we'll have deviled eggs. That is, I'm sorry, that is no substitution for a deviled egg. Sorry, whoever lays claim to this.
I think
That ain't
basically they're disgracing our holiest of holidays
Yeah.
with this trash.
Yeah, he didn't rise after 3 days for this. You give Jesus a pear salad when he comes back, he's going to be livid.
He's going to say, this is a sin that I didn't even expect.
No, sorry.
And I know we're probably going to get some hate for that.
Maybe. That's
know.
okay.
I had to leave my wife a note though. Say, hey, I've got the can opener. You know, I don't know why she would need it in the mornings, but it would just be my luck that this was the one time. Well, I was trying to put something in the crock pot and I couldn't open the cream of mushroom soup.
Yeah. And imagine you can't find the can opener when you need it. You're like,
Right.
Where could that possibly be? Oh.
Well, we have a mystery like that in the kitchen now.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, I cooked dinner for this couple that we've been friends with for 25 years, ever since we've been living in this area. They came over to eat, and the next time I went to use my UV gloves, they were gone. Nowhere to be found. Not accidentally stuffed behind the drawer, like they fell out of the behind the drawer or down into the cabinet below. I've looked everywhere. So only thing I can figure is they got thrown away in the haste of cleaning up the kitchen and somebody not paying attention. So I accused my wife of throwing them away, and she accused me of throwing them away. And I'm like, how could I have thrown them away? I wasn't even cleaning up the kitchen. You were.
Oh, good. So
Well, you must have thrown them away another time.
She was not taking any responsibility.
So now, and you would think that I just went from living in a world with indoor plumbing to going and using outhouses again, trying to use a regular pot holder. I just I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm burning my hands. I just I can't grip the you try to take a baking sheet out of the oven, get a good grip on it with that little lip, and I just can't do it.
I will order pizza. That's one option. Or somebody, maybe sticky fingers, left the house with them.
Yeah.
Said, you know what, I've been wanting of gloves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's her friend Christy.
Maybe.
Brian and Christy.
Sure.
She always covets my stuff, I know.
Yeah. She's like, they won't eat. They probably got a bunch of these. They won't even miss them.
Mm-hmm. I guess I need to order some more. I just thought maybe they would turn up. Something like that. You just keep out hope, like surely somebody didn't take them.
Yeah. They'll reappear eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In somebody's toilet.
Yeah. I don't know what is an UV glove? It's just
it fits on your hand like a glove rather than a mitt, and it acts as a pothole. You can pick up hot stuff with it.
Okay.
So you get a better grip on whatever it is, rather than having to fold over a towel or a pot holder, and like those oven mitts.
Yeah.
Don't even try to give me one of those. Can't do it. I don't want it.
You should see me trying to get a pizza out of the oven where the instructions on the pizza box say cook directly on the rack.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an ordeal watching me try to get that pizza out when I'm about 12 beers deep.
So do you take the rack out of the oven, or you just try to scoop it out with a spatula or something?
I pull the rack halfway out, then I get a cutting board.
Yeah.
And I don't want to let the plastic cutting board sit on the rack too long, so I take a long spatula and put it at the back of the pizza, put the cutting board at the front, and just kind of, slam it towards the cutting board, and that's gone poorly a couple times.
Why don't you just take the whole rack out like it's a tray?
I know, I never really think about doing that.
And put down a towel or something so you can sit it flat on the counter.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Do you spray it with Pam or something?
Lord, no.
Okay, so it's probably sticking too.
Yes, that's where I get into trouble. Some of that cheese will melt down onto the actual rack, and then it acts as a glue. So I got to really forcefully jam the cutting board under it.
And you're gonna burn yourself.
Oh please, I've done it a couple of times, all with the pizzas.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not worth not getting drunk.
Exactly. What am I not going to drink on a Friday night? Right. I don't think so.
No way.
Not a chance.
All right, so we have spoken. The pear salad is nasty. Don't bother with it. Even if you thought you liked it up until this point, now you know that you don't really, because we said it was not good. So there you go. Yeah. But Riggins, we do have a Hey TJ letter today. A Hey TJ message. Somebody seeking some advice, and this is I think this one's pretty cut and dry. Even amateurs, will be able to tell this young lady what she needs to be doing. It doesn't take a professional such as I, but since I am here and I am a professional, I guess we'll just tackle that next.
TJ's Podcast.
Our friend, the world famous Richard Toccato is here with us, and thank you so much for reaching out to Richard. He's telling us all the time about how many listeners are reaching out and saying, "Hey, show me about that refi, and let's do some stuff like that." That's the way he put it, though. Show me about that refi.
Show me about that refi. What you got about that refi? The cool thing is Ace has said, we have a lot of options, and we have I'm doing refinances for people. We have people down in Greenville, North Carolina. We have them all at the beach at South Carolina. We have them in Charlotte. And the main thing is to refinance, make their finances better, take the stress of every month. If I save them $700 a month, $800 a month, it's a big deal for them.
Yeah, it's a real big deal. $700 a month. That's fantastic. And again, we've talked about this before. Richard's a broker. That's how he gets more options than a bank. He can do more. Just go to homewithrichard.com to get started. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Our nation's second president, John Adams, always slept on the left side of the bed. He believed this would increase his chances of having positive dreams and a more successful next day. That's why every mattress we sell here at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress includes a left side.
And for those that prefer waking up on the right side of the bed, our mattresses come with one of those too.
This President's Day, you can save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic sets. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Back to TJ's podcast.
So, once again, I want to remind you to go and subscribe to the podcast, and you can leave a review. And, I act like I won't listen to it if it's negative, but I will. I mean, I'll take heed to all of it. So if you go to acetj.com/fanatico, then you can fill out a little survey there. And some people is winning prizes. So you don't want to miss out on that. So know how you contest whores are. Kidding. I'm kidding. All right. So there's something we do on the podcast called Hey TJ, and people write and they say, I got this problem going on. And then they know that whatever I tell them to do is going to be the thing that they need to do. Because, I mean, there's usually no need for any other discussion because I'm the authority on all of it. So this one, though, it's kind of funny and twisted at the same time, I think. So here you go. Hey, TJ. So I connected with this guy on an app, and he's really hot. We flirted, like we're supposed to do, and we hit it off great. Actually, better than I've ever hit it off with anyone on any of these stupid apps. We exchanged all info and agreed to talk again soon. The next day, I get a message from him saying, why do you hate your feet? It was so weird. I didn't know what to say, mainly because I do hate my feet and I'm very self-conscious about it. But how the hell did he know that? It was so creepy. I thought, oh, great. This guy has been stalking me and I just opened the door to my life for him. So she said, I replied back, why would you ask me that? And he said, because I just noticed in every picture of you on your Instagram, you're cut off at the ankles or your feet are hidden. Ha ha. Am I dealing with a foot freak here or what? Loving the new podcast, Meredith.
Whoa. That's a good question.
He put a ha ha though. Maybe he was just joking. He didn't realize that she actually is sensitive about that or whatnot. That she, got bunions and crooked toes and stuff. I don't know that she does, but you would assume
Something.
Yeah, something bad, some bad business going on. I'm gonna say, yeah, I think you're probably dealing with some kind of weirdo.
Oh, that's surprising. I did not think you were going to say that. I thought you would have said he's just very observant.
That could be too, but don't they go hand in hand?
Do they?
Oh, you mean because I'm so very observant that I would be, I'm saying I'm a weirdo too?
You would notice if a woman was cutting out her feet of every picture.
Because I would think that would be pretty obvious that it looks weird.
You
wouldn't notice it?
I don't even look down to the feet. But
I mean, if there's
notice.
like if they're doing a fit check or something, and they're standing in a full length mirror, and it cuts off before they're right at their ankles, that would look kind of weird to me. Like you would,
yeah, I guess,
especially if you had a lot of space at the top of the picture, like where you could have easily fit the entire body in there. But I don't know, because this is one of those that's a little bit more difficult for me because I've never had any type of a relationship that started on a dating app. They didn't even have apps when I got married.
Oh, so this is before they even went out.
Yeah, so she said we were talking and flirting, and then exchanged all their info, and he goes to her Instagram and starts looking at all of her pictures.
Why would he think that's even something to bring up? Just
I know, that's what I'm saying.
She might think, oh, he's got a foot thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not that he does have really a foot freak kind of thing, but I think maybe because he's peculiar, and doesn't know how to, to broach a subject with someone.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he just thinks he's being funny, and so I mean, is that the kind of sense of humor you want to be dealing with?
A real comedian. Why do you hate your feet? It's because you think you're fat. I mean, that's like Napoleon Dynamite. Holy crap. What you've always said, the foot people are bold. I mean, they are unafraid.
Yeah, and then I could see that being a sticking point, to say the least.
I think so.
But if he's as hot as she says he is, you think it doesn't matter what we say? She's going to give him a chance.
I don't know.
Or does it depend on how much money he's got?
Yeah.
If he's got the two.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be interesting to find out.
Or he may be trying to find out something on his own. He may be trying to find out, hey, if you got nasty looking feet, then I need to know now, because I don't want to be. I don't want to be with you.
It's terrible. That's like American Psycho level. Like,
right.
Needs perfection in all aspects. If a girl had, that's where you and I are different. If a girl had jacked up toes, nothing to me.
Well, it's not. I don't say that if there's something like that she can't help. I mean, like if a girl has long toenails and things like that. I mean, because people can't help other stuff. However their feet are built.
Yeah.
I don't talk about that. I'm just saying, like, if you can look at anybody, men or women, look at their fingernails and their toenails and see whether or not that they, pay attention to detail or care really how they present themselves. So yeah, I mean, if I were dating and I met a girl and we went out and she was wearing, it was in the summer and she was wearing flip-flops or something, and her toenails were all jagged and dirty, and so I would lose interest in her right away. But I'd probably be the same way if her nail polish was all chipped up and there's a difference in chipping a nail and then looking and saying, oh, all of your nails are like barely have any polish on them. Just go ahead and take it all off. If you can't even just take it all off, then that just shows right there that you don't care.
It's like you were buried alive and then clawed your way back out of the grave.
You're looking like you ought to be doing the Thriller dance.
Yeah. Man, that is weird. Mm-hmm. And I don't get the foot thing.
At the bare minimum of this, though, is not knowing when it's okay to try to talk about something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they haven't even met in person. He's throwing that out there. I would think that, I don't think they're compatible, let me put it that way.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And the fact that she even has a question about it lets me know that it's already not off to a great start.
Yeah. But you know what I've noticed, though? Sometimes the younger, like the Gen Z children, they're either super judgmental right away, or they give somebody so many opportunities, they would think it's awful to judge somebody quickly. So to me, I see the Gen Z children as being one or the other. They're either judging you immediately and then you don't stand a chance, or either they're giving you chance after chance.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they don't want to seem like they're being offensive or anything like that.
Yeah. Do you know how old this person was that wrote you? Are they in their 20s?
Yeah, she looks like she's about in her 20, like a Gen Z.
Are Gen Z guys into feet? Like,
I
always
know.
assume that's like an older person that's way into feet, because that's just how you picture a pervert.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people that are really into feet are perverts, but the way they're usually framed are, kind of more dangerous for whatever reason.
But I don't know, because I don't. The only Gen Z guy that I know is my son.
Yeah.
And, he doesn't talk to me. I mean, he'll send me, funny social media videos every now and then that he finds. But other than that, we don't communicate.
Yeah.
Not that he would say, Dad, I'm into feet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I
don't
mean,
think
he'd
it's
tell
a
off
thing.
on his friends, though.
Yeah, sure.
He'd tell me.
I don't know that it's a thing with Gen Z. I could be way wrong. I've just never understood the feet thing. It's like the dumbest thing you could be attracted to about a woman. I mean, of all the many things that make like the female body like so amazing, the feet, it's like the back of the knees to me. It's like not even a thought.
What about ears? You get that? I think some guys like, hey, she's got to have good ears.
Yeah, I mean, it's higher than feet, I guess, but not even on my radar. Not even on my radar.
Not even if you saw a
Dirty?
girl and they're dirty and
Don't care. Dirt
you
foot.
don't.
She could be a total dirt foot. Don't care. Walk around barefoot. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, it's at the end of your body. It's like, I just don't even look at it.
But like I said, I'm the same way about men. Having long and dirty nails. I think it just says something about a person. The same way wearing pajamas to go to the movies does. It says that you don't really care how you present yourself to the world.
Yeah. Is there a part of Jody that you find really attractive that isn't like a traditionally, like, it's not like boobs or your stomach or your legs or your butt? Like, is there a thing like, God, I love her earlobes. I think so sexy.
Yeah. The small of her back.
Really?
She
Okay,
has
no,
those
that's a good one.
dimples.
Yeah.
Those indentions in the small of her back.
So when you get to see the small of the back, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I get that.
And for her, on me, it's the tailgate of my truck as I'm driving away from her.
Leave her alone. I love to see it. I love to see that tailgate leave. Going down the driveway.
We almost had a wreck yesterday in the driveway.
Really?
Because she was leaving to go to, was it yesterday, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was leaving to go to her Bible study when I was getting home. And our driveway goes straight uphill, and you can't see, when you're backing out of the garage, you can't see what's coming up the driveway. And she was backing out as I was coming up, and I had to blow the horn at her.
No way.
Yeah. Hey, stop. How funny would that have been if we would have just had a car crash right in the middle of the driveway when I'm coming in and she's trying to go out?
Where would the fault lie?
Oh, hers, absolutely.
Would she have seen it that way? Probably
No,
not.
no. And even though I blew the horn, and when I got out of the truck, I said, "Oh, that would have been funny if we would have had a wreck." And she goes, "I saw you in my backup camera. I knew you were coming." I was like, "Well, you didn't look like it. then you were trying to be in a demolition derby then, because you were backing up fast."
Yeah, this would have been that time you crashed her car into the garage door.
Well, yeah, I backed into a tree on the other side of the driveway. Just barely touched it. He wrecked my car. You would have thought I flipped it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought that would have been funny. But what? So with this girl, I'm gonna say move on. Move on to the next guy.
Yeah, please. I think that's good advice.
Well, I don't think he's dangerous or anything like that. I'm just saying if she thinks it's weird, then she's probably not going to be able to let go of that. Yeah. I mean, what's he going to say that makes her think, oh, okay, well, that wasn't weird.
Yeah.
It's already, once somebody's weird in your head, it's hard to get them out of that spot.
Yeah, girls say they want an assertive, bold kind of guy, but I think that's way too assertive. To the point where you're like, tell me more about your feet. What's up with your feet?
Why do you hate your feet? Ugh. It's because you think you're fat?
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. We have a video for the Gram Slam today that the very first comment under the video is what made me laugh. Because people, when they're watching these videos, people can pour their hearts into these videos where they're talking about things that have upset them and all of that, but then the comments can just be so insensitive or just like they're not even paying attention to what you just said.
Brutal.
Yeah. So we'll get into that coming up next.
More of TJ's podcast is coming up.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities, and we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culver's.
Welcome back, world, to TJ's podcast.
All right, it's time for today's Gram Slam, where we go all over the internet, find interesting things to bring to you. Maybe they're not interesting as raw material, but once we put our commentary on it, that's what makes it interesting. That happens a lot, you know. People find things so boring until I give my opinion on it, and then they're like, "Oh my God, that's the most interesting, funny thing I've ever heard in my life." You know?
Yeah.
That's craziness. Craziness. Okay, so I don't know what Dutch Bros is. Is that some sort of a Yankee coffee shop kind of thing?
I thought it was a Canadian coffee line. Like,
is it?
I don't know that. No, I mean, it's in
not
Oregon. So,
yeah, so it's communist probably. Well, it's the company may not be communist, but the people of Oregon pretty much are. So you get a lot of these things where people will come on and talk about how they've gotten revenge on the customers. And it is called Dutch Bros, right? It's not Dutch Brothers, it's Dutch Bros.
Dutch Bros.
Which would make me not ever want to go there. Because I wouldn't be able to say, where are you going? Dutch Bros.
Dutch
bro.
Bros.
There's never been a person that used the term bro.
Bruh.
I say bruh.
What's up, brother?
Yeah. So anyway, so this is a young lady, and she's telling what she did to get revenge on a customer who was being mean to her.
Working at Dutch Bros, you cannot be rude to the customers, so I kind of found a way to be rude to the customers with my drinks. Let me explain why you should not ask a Dutch Bros worker what kind of drink is their favorite. Because one time, this one girl came through the drive-thru and she was kind of a bitch to me, like with her friends, and she was this almond girl. So towards the end of the transaction, she did not tip, and she kind of laughed when she did not press the do not tip button. So you know what I did? I winter, and I said, hey girl, there's actually this limited time specialty drink that we have going on right now for happy hour. Like, I made up some BS like that, and she was like, oh my god, like, no way, like, large carburetor with ice cream milk, the most fattening milk I could think of. And then I made it extra sweet with a whipped cream parfait and chocolate and caramel drizzle around the cup and on top, and sugar sprinks and 4 shots of espresso. Yeah, I made this drink and I gave it to her, and you know what? She drank it up. She drank the poison. So I'd give this drink to a lot of rude customers that I had, but you know what? It was really stupid. Really, like, I don't know.
Well, first of all, I love the David Spade-esque abbreviations, like with the chocolate drizz and sprinks.
Chocolate sprinks.
Because that's the way he talks.
Yeah.
So you got your effing chocolate drizz and your sprinks on it, just loaded up with sugar. And the girl was an almond girl. If you're an adult and you don't know what that means it's somebody who's into healthy eating and a healthy lifestyle, and they're almond people.
Gwyneth Paltrow, the ultimate almond mom.
Mm-hmm. But after all of that, that's about a minute and a half worth of her confession and telling what she did and all that. But then she says, it was stupid, which I liked that part of it at the end. Sure. But the very first comment is from a woman named Riley, and it said, "You look like Sue Heck."
Sue Heck from
the middle.
From the middle.
Yeah.
What a great reference.
The Patricia Heaton show. It was such a good show, and she looks exactly like Sue Heck. So this Riley is like I am, I guess, and not paying attention to whatever's going on. So all she can think about is how much she looks like Sue Heck. And then that one comment had 24 replies.
She's like, thanks a lot. Just diverting all the attention. That's a great reference. You look like Sue Heck.
You look like Sue Heck.
I hear you telling your story, but I got to get this out.
Yeah, I can't even concentrate on what you're saying because you look so much like Sue Heck.
That's funny.
It's kind of like when people would post stuff on social media, usually Facebook, and when photo bombing first became a thing, and they wouldn't pay attention to any, like you could be taking a picture of your family winning the lottery or whatever, and then somebody would come in and go, "Look at the guy in the hat." And it'd just be somebody in the background. Yeah. You remember when all that started? Yeah. You like Sue Heck.
But isn't that funny? That's how, like, a woman sees a revenge. Like,
yeah, I'm going to give the almond girl something really delicious but fattening. I'm
going to make her fat.
Yeah, I'm going to give her the chocolate drizz and the sprinks. I'm giving her all of it.
You're going to be fat.
But you can bet your ass from now on I'm saying sprinks and drizz. Oh, yeah. I had to make sure I said it right. Drizz.
Yeah. You going to put some sprinks on that?
I'm not a fan of sprinks. Hold the sprinks, please. And then there's this couple. Are they at a Chili's or something like that, or Applebee's or something?
Chili's.
So this is a younger couple. And I say younger, I mean younger than I am. Because I've talked about before, my wife and I have reached that age where a lot of times at restaurants we will split an entree.
Yeah.
Not because we really like that we like the same things. It's just that we're in our 50s now, and that's the law.
That's what you got to do.
You have to split entrees. But this couple, they're younger, and they're not splitting entrees because that's what they're supposed to do at their age. They're splitting the beverage.
Yeah.
Which is it's weird just because they're trying to save money. And then they explain it this way.
So what do we do with the drinks when we come to a restaurant?
So we get a water and a free refillable, and then we share this one and sip on this one. We share them both. So it's just...
So we get one drink and always refill it because it's cheap, because you can refill as many times as you need, and just one.
Right.
It's really smart.
Saving money.
Yep.
A couple bucks here and there really adds up.
Yeah. It's a good,
Oh,
good way
sorry,
to save money.
dude. You had your chance to talk to the camera and you effed it up. You couldn't get your face out of your phone long enough to even explain what y'all do with the drink. She goes, "Now, what do we do with this?" And he's like, "We split this and then we split the water, and then she has to take it back over. Well, it's just you pay for one drink, you get the one more."
Yeah.
And then the whole time he's just like looking over his glasses, and he just, what a dud personality.
Makes a lot of sense if you're trying to save money.
He saved $2. So then he realizes, hey, I missed my opportunity. She's going to be pissed because I messed up the video.
Yeah.
I might get a fork in the neck across the table here because I messed up her video.
Yeah, who's that sad in a Chili's? I mean, give me a break.
But I mean, he just he's like slumped over the table with his phone held out way out in front of him. He's like, come on, you're in a happy place, dude.
It's Chili's.
Then again, if I'm having to split an iced tea to save $1, then
Yeah, and it's like, what if money's that tight? Maybe it's not going out to eat or going out to just get drinks. It's not for you.
And to me, I think they should split a shower if they're splitting things, because they look like they could use, each of them looks like they could use one, just a good scrubbing.
Yeah. It's a couple's TikTok. They do all their content together. It's got to be
Well, it must be
frustrating.
his first day, because he didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah, people were pretty brutal to him in the comments.
Oh,
as
really?
well. Oh,
What did they
yeah.
say?
He was like, "Oh my God, guys like this with no personality." I mean, it was just
Oh, good. So
all
that's
that
the
stuff.
only
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah, but then he tried to recover, and she's looking at him like, you lost your opportunity.
Yeah. The top comment was, "He looks like a blast."
He looks like Sue Heck. But Rickens, you told me that that there was a thing on the social medias going around about Brittany Mahomes having acne problem. I was thinking, well, that sucks. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Brittany Mahomes, but that's, people are making fun of her for that. But it's something she put out there herself.
Yeah.
Right. She said, look, no makeup, and I'm having acne breakout or something.
Here's your daily reality check.
Yeah.
Actually, really struggling with my skin right now, trying to figure out why it's just breaking out around my mouth, like I'm allergic to something, but cannot figure it out.
So it's not even that she was saying I've got acne. She was saying I'm having a breakout of some sort.
Really struggling with it.
Yeah.
And you look at the picture, and she's got 3 pimples under her chin. I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
You're really struggling with it? You're really struggling. As somebody who had acne in high school and it was inflamed and painful and embarrassing, you're not struggling with it.
Well, you know what she's doing.
She's playing a victim.
Exactly.
Because people are really mean to her. And I am totally sympathetic to that, because I feel like she gets an unnecessary amount of grief from people.
Well, I mean, she's not my type of person, that I would find myself wanting to hang out with. But again, she's 20 years younger than I am. People forget how young they are because he's been such a huge, he's basically a legend already in his field.
Yeah, sure.
And is he even 30 yet?
He's probably close to it.
Yeah. So people, judge them for being older and more mature than their age is. But yeah, I mean, it's just like there's a lot of that stuff that is a look at me kind of thing that she does or appears to do, that makes me think we wouldn't, have fun together hanging out.
Yeah.
But as lives go, you got to figure that she has a pretty sweet life. She's got 2 beautiful kids with a great husband who, like I said, he's a legend and rich beyond their wildest dreams. Yet it's still not as valuable to her or to society for her to have all of that as it is to be a victim. You still have to find a way to have people think that you're a victim of something in 2024. It's almost like a guilt in some people. I feel guilty because people think I've just got this wonderful life and all that. Well, you do, and you should be proud of it.
Yeah, you actually do.
Because I've seen that documentary.
Which one?
That quarterback documentary on the Netflix.
Okay.
And he is cool.
He seems like a great guy.
Right. He just has a funny voice. That's all. That's what I do. Come on now. It's what I do. They can't stop us. They can't stop us. Yeah.
Oh, you're detonating.
Who the hell calling me? No. It's those spam people. I told them I'm a ham person. I don't eat pork shoulder and ham. I'm not Hawaiian.
I eat real ham. It's Easter.
But yeah, I went from feeling sorry for her because, you know, that's the kind of thing when the paparazzi used to pick up on something like that, like when they would call Britney Spears Zitney Spears because she would have breakouts and all that. I was like, she's not. If she's acting crazy and you're gonna make jokes about her, make fun of her and all that, that's a different story. But if it's something she can't help, I mean, it's just whatever.
I know she's probably got a better routine than my mom suggested when she got me Pond's cold cream.
Yeah.
When I had acne, I was like, Mom, no, I need. She's like, we're gonna get you some face wash. She came back from the store with cold, like makeup remover, Pond's,
which is oily.
Yeah. Well, Mom, it's
a lotion.
I don't know anything about acne, but I know this is not going to help. She's like, just spread it on your face.
And what was that? What was that other stuff? Accutane.
Accutane was
that had the lawsuits. And did it have lawsuits or just people saying that they were suicidal?
I'm sure it did have lawsuits, but that was the big challenge. Is that it may cause depression and lead to suicidal thoughts. But I never got. We got the proactive stuff.
Yeah.
You had to go to the mall, Concord Mills, at a kiosk and buy it.
Was it Gwen that told us one time when she was working with us that Accutane, changed her life?
Yeah. I think she was on Accutane.
Yeah.
It's amazing stuff, but I think there are some serious side effects.
Yeah. Allegedly,
yeah.
Because it's probably still a company that has lawyers. I don't want to.
Sure. And it's helped a lot of people.
I mean, clear skin lawyers at that, coming in just radiant.
Yeah. Gorgeous skin. Glowing lawyers.
Okay, that's it for today. I don't know that we have anything planned for tomorrow yet, but we've got the whole day.
Yeah.
We've got the whole day. So we appreciate you. Thanks for watching and listening and being a fanatico. Love you. Bye.
Serving the world. It's TJ's podcast.